Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. We're still talking hunting. What would you do to see these animals? That buck, that buck, that buck. Well, you know what? There are companies out there that are saying, if you believe in us, maybe we can make that happen more frequently. Heated Hunts is one of those. Local company owned by Jonathan Kolosinski. He sponsored this story to not only talk about deer, but to tell you about his latest invention. So here we are with the owner of Heated Hunts, Jonathan Kolosinski. You know, this is a yearly event, but you keep just making things more interesting and more exciting. For right now, let's stick with Heated Hunts. How is this being received right now in the country?
Right now we're selling all over the country into Canada, and the amount of footage we get, the feedback we get of hunters being successful, it's so much fun. Just think about it, just an idea, you know, from what the product would be in Clark Summit, built in a garage, to something that it is now. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're continue to make them in the United States. Well, we manufacture, we package, we ship, all within Pennsylvania, all over.
And I've actually seen you on other people's television shows successfully using it. You shot a beautiful buck last year, right, with the Heated Hunts. Tell people, what is your product?
Sure. So Heated Hunts, really simple. Our main product is a heated scent dispenser. You click it, you see the little light turn on. You open this up. The magic is simply, there's a heater in the wicks. So by the 2 wicks with a heater inside, the philosophy is simple. You heat something, a scent, it travels further, right? You light a candle.
Intensifies it.
Yeah, it smells stronger. It makes it smell, more intense. Exactly. But you're moving it 3-4 fold than you would. So you put this out in the woods. You put a wick next to it, or you have this off for say. You're pushing scent so far. You have it on by energizing the scent molecules, not vaporizing them so they disappear, but it's that barbecue effect. It gets the scent moving.
And we've all walked by a smoker 4 miles away and smelled that smoker, right?
Exactly. And the whole idea is pairing the right scent to the right season.
How long does this last? That little red light's going to stay on how long?
Up to a minimum temperature, like when it's really cold, maybe like 12 hours.
Wow.
So say it's like 50 degrees out, a little warmer, you're getting up to 18, 20 hours of battery life. It's a lithium ion battery. There's a charge port right inside of the battery.
Oh, a USB kind of thing?
Yeah. And it comes with the charger, so you get the full kit. This again is all manufactured and assembled in Pennsylvania, and then we ship it out, and this is what it looks like.
My goodness, how long ago were you physically putting these together in your garage, right? And this is where you are. Now talk to me about the scents underneath this company.
Sure, so we do have a natural line of scents, which is your traditional, buck urine, tarso gland, rutted buck urine, and we have different grades of estrus. We have a really good clean doe estrus, doe and heat. Then we have a high grade called high octane. And what it is, we actually test the urine for how strong the estrus is by a lab.
Wow.
They tell us it, and then we package it as high octane. Kind of like when you go to the, if you're gonna buy like 93 fuel octane, that was the idea of the name, is that you pay a little more, but it has the testing done that there is estrus and a higher grade of estrus in that bottle.
Wow.
Well, in the batch.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then you bottle it, right?
Right.
So, and you have cover scents and stuff like that
Yeah, we
too,
have different
right?
cover scents and different attractants. You have to make sure to check where you're hunting if it's legal, but we have acorn, apple, bear scents.
Right, which aren't allowed in Pennsylvania.
Correct, yes, but we sell these all over the place. So we have a lot of hunters that buy in Pennsylvania, go out of state, but make sure you are following the guidelines, especially between the natural and synthetic scents,
right,
which is the big topic. Because if you travel out of state, you can't bring natural scents to certain states now.
So you have to know what the laws are.
Absolutely.
All right, this shirt has me intrigued.
Yeah.
Synthetic.
Premier synthetic.
Now,
synthetic.
And it has to do with the rope.
Yes.
So tell the audience what your newest venture is.
So you're gonna love this. So if you look at this right here, it is hemp blended rope, and you can see it's rigid. And the whole idea is there's a little wire up here that you can hook onto a branch, and it has tassels that you can put scent on it, and you can hang it up in the woods. And what it's doing is creating that communication post that you're just going to increase deer traffic wherever you put this. And the amount of testing that goes into this product, to make sure it lasts because it's hemp oriented, and applying the scent to it, we have it nailed down that we're going to show you today. So what I'm going to do is I invited you over. I'm going to take you to one of my hunting spots and take you where deer don't typically travel because it's swampland, it's running water.
Right.
And I set one of these up about 10 days ago when we talked.
And you have trail cam pictures
And I
already.
have trail cams of a buck and doe hitting it. And again, it's running water where you can't set up a mock scrape.
So this is a hemp rope.
Yes, sir.
With the wire running through it.
Yep.
You're patenting it as
Yes.
well.
Yeah, it's patent
and
pending.
You expect to use just simply synthetic lures, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So we want to use synthetic lures. You could use natural, but the idea is synthetic is that the scent on here is never going to spoil. It's always going to have that fresh scent aroma to it. and we have Premier Synthetics specialized in synthetics. We worked with a couple partners that we have that really just focus specifically on making sure they're the most accurate synthetic scents, including like elk, coyote, right?
Come on.
We have curiosity scents. We have footage of hunters already this year. We just launched sending us pictures of coyote scent. Our coyotes they harvested already using the scent. So it's for active hunting, active calling, coyote lure, not so much a trapper lure.
And you're going to show me how to do this.
Yeah, you're going to love this.
Let's hit the woods.
All right.
So here we are, you've got one hanging, but this isn't the best place to hang this, is
No. So what I want to do is really show everyone, if it's an ideal spot, you know, walking out and, you know, there's a deer run on it, we're literally standing on water.
Right.
This is complete runoff. This is not a place where you typically, you know, would have a lot of deer traffic consistently on any runs of any kind.
Right.
So I wanted to put a place like this together. You can see the camera. About 2 weeks ago when we spoke, so I'm going to put one out in a spot that shouldn't work, because I want to show everyone to have the confidence
Right.
of how well it works, right? So I'm not going to touch it, but I put scent on this once.
Okay.
2 weeks ago when we spoke.
Take a look at the pictures, right?
Yeah, it's been out for about 2.5 weeks or something like that.
Yep.
So scent on it once, and deer are hitting it almost every 2 days. You don't want to be touching it because this is an interactive communication post.
So you have to visualize a deer coming in and doing this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Being almost nose level, right?
Right here, there was a buck that came and touched this.
Okay.
Right where you are, there's a doe that came and touched this.
Okay.
And it was after rainstorms and everything. So the combination of the hemp rope with the right attractants get that communication post started.
All right, so you're going to show us how to properly and where to properly place one of these.
Yeah, so this is the ideal branch, right?
Right.
We're trying not to touch anything. We're really going to set this up. We found a nice strong branch. The one side we didn't touch. The other side is the handle, and we got the scent. So real quick, you know, it's the rigid rope. So we're going to set it up. Right about that, you know, 3.5 feet.
Okay.
Perfect.
You can put the scent
Yeah,
on.
let's go get this. You see how we're kind of standing out of the way?
So you're actually you're making a spot that a deer would actually make.
Yep.
So when they come, they're going to join in on the party.
Yep, so just a circle kind of underneath it,
Right.
really simple. Do some gouges, and so it looks like a buck's digging, right? Scratch it a little so the dirt smells coming
Got
up.
me convinced, absolutely.
Right, I mean, you can look, it looks like something tore that up. You know, you can take this with you when you leave.
And now Dotella.
Yeah,
right?
this is a curiosity scent because we're not in
Synthetic.
the pre-rut or rut yet.
Okay.
And then just layer some on here, watch the wind where it's going. You know, maybe like 10 sprays is all you need. And then a little bit on the ground, and you can use this to drive it in the ground a little bit. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And then you're just pushing it in the ground a little. It looks like a deer's footprint was tearing that up.
You're going to put a trail cam on this? We get some pictures, hopefully?
That's it. Let's get a trail camera on it. Let's back up, try not to touch anything, and we'll let it do its magic.
Excellent, buddy. Good luck with this product.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks
good
again.
luck. So, Jonathan, you have Heated Hunts and you have Premier Synthetics. People want more information. Where do they get it?
So if you go on heatedhunts.com, you can find out all about the Heated Hunts products. We also have our hemp rope under Premier on that as a partnership. If you go to Premier Synthetics, you'll see all of the hunting scents and products that we have for Premier.
Now, I've seen that rope work. I know it works. Good luck in the future, Jonathan, with all of your inventions, everything that you're coming up with. We're going to take a short break, but once again, here's how you can get a hold of Heated Hunts. We'll be right back.